Hi, my name is Brittany Harris, and I'm the Marketing and Development Manager at Waterwells for Africa. I started raising money when I was 9 years old, and now I am living my childhood dream of getting to work full-time for Waterwells for Africa in hopes of bringing clean water to Malawi. Today's a very special day. It's October 20th. We're here at Jackie L. Green Secondary School, and this, which is in Blantyre District. This well is very special to me because we are dedicating it to my junior high school, Friendswood Junior High, in honor of the 6th grade students in Miss Ryberg's class, Mr. Ashley's class, and Miss Cook's class that put on fundraisers. I know there was a group of girls that did a bake sale, which took me back to my days of fundraising where I did a bake sale, but there were girls that did bake sales and so many different kinds of fundraisers, all in hopes to make this a reality. And I just want you to see the students that you're impacting. There's so many kids here that are now getting an education, and they are so grateful to you, Friendswood Junior High, and Miss Ryberg, and all of your efforts. So the plaque reads, Friendswood Junior High, 6th grade. May this well bring health, life, and opportunity for generations to come. So this school actually shares this water well with a village nearby. So I actually got 2 different perspectives of benefits of this water well. This water well was put in on September 22nd, 2025. It's 46 meters deep. And I was talking to Joseph, who is the director of Jackie L. Green Secondary School.
Nice.
Yes, and the school has been in session for 4 years now. They started out with only 15 students, and currently they just started a new term, which in American terms means that they just started a new school year. And they have 77 students now that are going to the school, and they hope and expect to have 200 students next year, all because of the clean water. They were talking about how not only was it a lower attendance rate, but there was more students that they would come to school and then they would have to go fetch water, and they would fetch water from a water well that was pretty far walk. They'd have to go to the water well, and water was pretty scarce, and also the water well they were using was pretty congested, meaning that there was a lot of people using the same well. And so they'd go over there, and if they couldn't find water, they would normally just go home. So a lot of students would come to school and they would stay for about 5 classes, and then they would go home and they would miss their other 4 classes. And this contributed to a lower performance rate because students were missing 4 subjects a day and being able to pass tests. They have a national exam that they take where they will have to pass English and any other 5 subjects. And if you were missing 4 subjects a day, including English, that would be pretty hard to pass that exam. But the school is doing really well in terms of performance, and they expect to thrive and skyrocket in terms of performance next year, correct? Yes. They have 22 students who took the exam this past year, actually in July, right? They took it in July, and they had 19 pass, which is a very, very great passing rate for this exam, but they expect even more next year, which will be incredible. Talking to the village themselves, they said that during the rainy season, they would actually create shallow wells. So if you remember in class, I talked about how they would dig holes in streams if there wasn't enough water, and that could include frogs and all these, earth, like it would include moss and all different things that you probably don't expect to drink. But during the rainy season, they would dig shallow wells is what they call it. So basically a hole in the ground in order to get water close by because the well was so far away. And so they were experiencing cholera and different waterborne illnesses, but now Palibe, as they say, it is all gone and they are good to go. Talking to the teachers though, in terms of, performance and everything, they said let's see. They said the initiative of the well will promote education and higher performance. So students in America, I want you to realize that education is a gift. It is a gift that we take advantage of a lot of times, and a lot of these students struggled to get an education, but now they're able to get an education. They're able to come to school and stay in school. One of the teachers said for a student to perform better, water is needed to escalate their attention and their attendance. And lastly, you know, we don't even think about this, but they were having a hard time with their chemistry and science experiments. They didn't have water here at the school, and so they would have to do hypothetical experiments during class because they didn't have water. So then they would try to tell their students about, you know, some sort of experiment teaching them about science, and they wouldn't even be able to really show it. And so students struggled in exams and also just really comprehending chemistry and physics because they didn't have water to actually learn. So this whole school is transformed. Big dreams here. As you can see, you're making a huge impact, and I want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. I hope that this is a start to, you know, a tradition of continuing to bring Friendswood Junior High here to Malawi and making an impact here. And so we're gonna say thank you in the way that we can only do here in Malawi. 1, 2, 3, Sidamo!